entrepreneur that I would like to introduce is Heather Inwood Montrose, who is an artist in our community.
My name's Heather, and I'm so pleased that Andrew asked me to come down. I'm sure many of you can empathize. When you own a small business, you don't often get to leave it. And I rarely get to come down to Coe Hill, and I really enjoy coming here. So nice to see familiar faces. I'm actually a Red Seal welder, a journeyman welder, trained in Alberta. I spent about 10 years working in the aerospace industry. Prior to starting my business, Iron Dell Metalworks, which I operate in Bancroft. I started the business through a wonderful program called Self-Employment Benefits, which HRSDC Canada offers to people to start the businesses, which I'm very, very thankful for having that opportunity. They fund you for the first year and helps you kind of get off the ground. So I will celebrate 7 years in business this September, and I say I survived. And I couldn't have done it without the amazing support of Bancroft as a community and all of the surrounding communities, including numerous people from the Coe Hill area, and for that I am just so very thankful. When I started the business, I realized that you don't make it as an artist, which is what I wanted to do. I'd worked in a very structured environment for 10 years, and I knew I wanted to create. And speaking of creative economy, but I don't think of the creative economy just in terms of art or music or that sort of thing. I think of it as creative entrepreneurship. To me, what it takes to survive in small communities, and we all know why we're here. It's beautiful, it's peaceful, it fills your soul, and it feeds your soul. That's why we're here. It's the people that really help you survive. And we couldn't do that if we didn't have a lot of different traits that go along with being creative entrepreneurs. And the words that come to mind for me are innovative, tenacious, driven, motivated, and collaborative. We all have to work together to be able to survive in the communities that we want to live in. And we're here for the same reason, which is just to have a peaceful life and hopefully make it through. So I'm thankful for the people that support me. Some of you may have seen some of my work. If you drive into Bancroft, you've probably seen the gateway signs. You may have seen Rusty the Moose. He's a life-sized repurposed metal sculpture. So I do a lot of different things. And another point that I wanted to touch on when it comes to being a creative entrepreneur is that often we have to diversify. So when I started the business, like I said, I knew I couldn't survive just as an artist, much as I would have loved that to be the case. So I knew I had to touch on a variety of different things. So my business is built on 4 pillars, and they are art, custom welding, repair, and teaching. And the reason why I chose those 4 things is because they really speak to life philosophies that I have. So art speaks to creativity and being able to immerse yourself in that. Repair speaks to recycling and reusing and not being wasteful. I mean, we're built on an economy that is a throwaway economy, and that doesn't work for me, and I don't think it works for a lot of people in small communities. We're used to make and do, and so recycling and repurposing materials really fits that philosophy. Custom work speaks to quality. You have to really step up when you own your own business, and your reputation is built on the quality of your work. And the teaching aspect speaks to lifelong learning and giving back to your community as well. So those 4 pillars are what allow me to survive here. And what do I love about Hastings? The people. More than anything, it's my family, it's my community. I love new faces and seeing people come in from different areas and having opportunity to talk about what their passions are and what drives them and what brings them to the area. So I want to say thank you very much for all of us who collaborate in making a living in this beautiful area that we live in, and thanks, Andrew, for having me here.
Thank you, Heather, and also you're a member of the Arts Route now.
Yes.
So artsroute.ca, you'll find Heather there, and the signs are up. So
thank you. And I have a solo show opening in Halliburton at the Railside Gallery this Friday night.
The next entrepreneur I wanted to introduce to you is Larry Edgar, who is from Faraday Township and Mutt's Trailers. It's his business, so please help him.
Give me a dong, will you? Hi folks, I'm Larry Edgar, and I'm the owner of Your Enterprises and Mutt's Trailers. I'm known as the trailer guy by Karen. Thanks, that's a good one. I want to first of all thank Andrew and the gang for putting on these events. It's an opportunity for somebody like me who's a bit of a hermit to get out and see what's going on in the rest of the world and do networking. And I've been in business for about 10 years. My trailer business started off as a personal need project that got out of control and became a business. So I'm trying to play catch up now. The idea was that I needed a trailer for use behind my ATV. I live on an acreage, and I needed to be able to get in that bush and do a lot of different things. And most products on the market were very basic units and were not going to serve my needs. So over the course of 10 years, I have developed a product that has about 10 different functions, 6 different accessories. And rather than trying to explain it to you, if you go on my website, you'll see the videos and pictures that really show you what the trailer can do. It is a unique product in many ways. I have sold trailers right across North America, from Florida right through to Alaska and up into Inuvik, and I even have a few in Europe. So it is a product that appeals to a certain group of people. It is a niche product, but certainly it has interest right around the world. I've had inquiries from Australia through Hawaii and Europe as well as Asia. So I'm proud of that fact that it's got some unique characteristics to it. It is a Canadian design, i.e. here in Bancroft, and that's one of the great things about Hastings. It's got such rough, rugged, rocky terrain that, you know, I can build a trailer that can handle that terrain. That trailer can work anywhere. So that's the great thing about living in this area. And of course, I love it here because it is so rugged. It does help bring out the individual in a person. It builds character because it is a challenge to do things in a country like this. But I just love it. So having a trailer that would allow me to go in there and do all the different things I need to do for heating, for firewood, for whatever, has made a real big difference. The trailers, my best month was last month. I've never had such a good month as I have in April. This month has been kind of lousy. It's been pretty quiet, but that's the nature of business. Been at it for 10 years and I'm still going, and there's lots of good things on the horizon. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Larry. The next entrepreneur I'd like to introduce you to is Henry Poppeshiel, who has the Aldergrove Mushroom Farm over in Carlomeo Township. We're talking mushrooms.
Good evening, folks. My name is Henry Poppeshiel, and I own and operate Aldergrove Mushroom Farms. If you go to the market, maybe Monica has some of my mushrooms that you can buy off her. We've been coming here to this area since 1969, so it's been a while. We've seen a lot of changes. I would say last 5 years there was an influx of people in here that they were not in the last 35 years. And there are businesses popping up all over the place that you never realize. You go to the farmers markets, you see people over there that do baking or farming, or they do crafts, and it's quite interesting. And also, you're 2.5 hours from Ottawa, major city that you can do business with. Or you can go down to Toronto, another 2.5 hours. So we're in the middle, and this is sort of like God's country. And no matter how bad of day you got in one of those cities, you drive back here and sort of calms you down. Take Highway 41, coming down from Ottawa, from Eganville, and just, you know, you're in heaven. You know, it almost looks like part of Europe for me, or part of British Columbia that I visited. So this is home, and one of the reasons why I started growing mushrooms, because you are in the middle of things, and for some reason internally I thought there's going to be an opportunity to do business over here, and so as far it looks good, and it's looking progressive and really good. Thank you.
The last entrepreneur I wanted to introduce you to is somebody who's helped a lot with the planning for this evening, and I met with him a few times at his place just down the road here, talking about how tonight would go and planning the food and so on. So I want to introduce you to Faz Rahman, who's probably no stranger stranger to. I asked Foz if he would spend 3 minutes or so talking about his business and what he does here in Coe Hill.
Well, first of all,
Where do you start?
I'm not sure I know what we're doing. Whatever we're doing here in Coe Hill, I would like, first of all, to say I do it in partnership with my wife. So we, Jessie Wilson here. So whatever it is we're doing, I don't think we could have done it without her help. I've had the good fortune to attend some talks that's put out by a little-known university in this neck of the woods. The first talk I attended was emergency preparedness for residents, and it was put on by David Burke, who is something of an expert, and whoever attended, we all got to talk about what we should do about getting prepared for the next storm, or if the grid goes down, or the world blows up, or whatever it is. And it was very informative. Not to mention that you have people around that could be helpful in situations like that. The second one that this little-known university put on was homeopathic first aid, and that was done by a homeopathic practitioner. She practices in Bancroft in the area, Joan Alves. So everybody who attended that were quite happy to know that in certain emergencies they can rely on some homeopathic first aid. And I've gone on to see her actually after she presented this as one of her patients, so to speak. The third one I attended was aromatherapy. That was put on by Patty, who is, everybody in this town knows her. And that also was really a nice little course. We all got to smell the essential oils and all that. So this little university is called the Free University of Coe Hill, and it's organized by and put on by the Coe Hill Farmers Market, which we run.
We own. Monica.
No, we own the Coe Hill Farmers Market. We have asked Monica to run it for us. This is the outdoor section of the farmers market in the summertime, because it's just too much of these university things that we're in.
Not to mention the cafe.
So the Coe Hill Farmers Market also has another section that's the bakery and cafe. So we run that, the Coe Hill Farmers Market. Now, mostly what it's all about, it's not these different things. If I were to say there was something common about it, it must be to engage with people in the community. And if there's, I think both myself and my wife, we enjoy that more than anything else. So we endure the work and we endure all these things just so that we can be talking and meeting people, and if perchance they can help us or we can help them, that's sort of what we're about. I think from that point the business just takes care of itself in a way. So we love it here. The last gentleman who spoke, Henry, he was saying about when you come into Hastings County you feel so good. I used to think when I used to drive back from Toronto, my truck used to feel good. So very happy to see all of you come out here. We have quite a few people we know here doing farming and crafts and virtual assisting and all kinds of things. Now we have a mushroom guy here in town. So also come and visit Monica at the farmers market. So she's open to new ideas, and she'd like to meet people who would be vendors at the farmers market. And I would like to say that we've had lots of encouragement from the township here, and it's really, really a good thing to have that. That if you know that you have the township behind you, you're in good stead. So thank you all for coming, and thank you, Andrew, for putting it on here. Thank you.
I'd like to have the 6 entrepreneurs come back up to the front if they could. Sorry, boss. To recognize you as being part of the creative economy, we put together certificates for you all.
Ladies first. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you, Andrew.
So thank you very much for speaking tonight and presenting who you are and talking about Hastings County as a special place. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's behave ourselves.
Nice big smile. The camera's a little bit slow. Thank you.
Well, we're recording now.
So just before we close up, there's just a few things I just wanted to talk to you about, and that is our sponsor, or one of the sponsors for this evening, is the Small Business Center. And Birgit is here, the general manager, right? General manager. And David is here somewhere, the back. And their office is at Loyalist College campus in Belleville, and they are a partner with us at Hastings County, and they put on a lot of workshops and seminars, and they help with marketing and other consultations and coaching for businesses. So I encourage you to network with Birgit and David before you go and learn more about what they do. And also Karen Fisher is here from Ontario Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs. She covers Hastings County and helps a lot with economic development. So I rely on Karen a lot to help with identifying grants and programs, and even just somebody to go to for advice and somebody to bounce some ideas off of. So please network with Karen. And I just want to promote some shameless promotion. Our blog, communitieswithopportunities.ca, is a place where we post a lot of information and upcoming seminars and events, and we do welcome guest bloggers. If you have anything interesting that's positive and promotes the community, come talk to me about that. And also, we are working on developing a cultural plan for Hastings County that complements the cultural plan that North Hastings did separately a year or two ago. And you can learn a little bit more about culture and cultural planning on June the 7th in Maynooth, 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. It's called Sense of Place, and Gord Hume is a renowned speaker in cultural planning and places and the importance of place, and he's going to be speaking. So you can find out more at northhastings.com under, I think it's Arts and Culture, and I don't know if anybody's here organizing that event. I'm not really part of the formal organizing committee, but I just thought I'd put that out there that that's coming up. And also to help improve our place and bring more creative entrepreneurs into our communities, we are working on improving our underdeveloped and underperforming assets. And we have a tourism master plan that's approved by Hastings County. And Casey Pollard is our tourism development coordinator that's behind the camera there. So wave, Casey. Please talk to Casey about all the good things that are going on for tourism development. And just last week, we announced that we are HOT, Hastings Opportunities in Tourism. And so we have hot initiatives, hot people, hot attractions. We're hot. So that's our logo and our new tagline for tourism in Hastings County. It gets attention, so we're running with that. So you can talk to Casey more about that. And we have some funding that we just obtained to take things to the next level. So it's going to be pretty exciting over the next year or two, some of the things we're going to be doing. And Darcel Runciman is another member of our economic development team. She couldn't be here tonight. She is our enterprise facilitator. And her office is essentially her car. And she drives around Hastings County and meets with a number of you already. I think I've already met with Darcel, and she's helped you with your businesses and your planning. And that's free, and that's provided through Hastings County. And she's helped more than 100 businesses open or expand or stay in business. So it's been a great initiative, I think, for Hastings County. The next event for Creative Hastings is September 19th, and will be in Tweed at Quinn's, and I have some of these cards that are bookmarks up at the front table, so please take one on your way out, and hopefully we'll see you in Tweed at the next one, and we'll continue to do these throughout the year. Maybe the fourth one will be back somewhere in North Hastings. So that's pretty much it for this evening, and you can stay around and network, and hopefully you'll be able to listen to some more music here. I think Brad and Howard are going to be playing some more, so great. And also, too, I want to thank Jesse and Faz for the excellent spread and the food. Thank you to the local Legion branch here for letting us meet here this evening. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
What would we do to her?